Teddy, let me put you in the opposing corner opposite George Foreman right now. And you have a fighter who you know likes to fight on the outside. Will it work tonight against George?
It will if you give him angles on the outside. Don't stand right in front of George where he's set to beat George. Don't stand at the end of his punches. Get on the side a little bit where George has to move his feet. He has trouble moving those feet and adjusting that power to angles.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Well-targeted left hand by Stewart. Blocks away that headshot. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
A good block. George Foreman so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. And now that backhand, the straight left hand, scores well for him. Nothing there on the punch by George Foreman.
Yeah, good work.
Nice strike after catching one by Reggie Stewart. Precision work with the left hand by Stewart. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Stewart's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek.
Come on, kid, focus. You need to capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his misses.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right.
Come on.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Good counter punch. Zones in on that overhand right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Nice quick jabs by George Foreman. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon.
Hook off. Active body.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Reggie Stewart.
Oh, keep your distance.
You see how he comes over the top with that left hand. Well-placed shot there. Look at the mess in the ring right now. Stewart's cut is just painting himself red.
Yeah, it's a good thing. At least we think that judges are not influenced by the way a fighter looks. Because if they were, no rounds are going in his favor.
Keep moving.
Nice two-punch combo by Stewart. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Final 10 seconds of round number two. Parries that punch intended for the head.
Nice work, kid. Good job in that round. You need to move your head more, okay? Side to side. Lean to the side and boom! Counter punch.
And round number three is underway. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Stewart's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Lands a big hook. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all.
Keep working the jab. Side to side. Move your head.
Boxing 101. Jab followed by the straight. And now he brings the left hand upstairs.
Stay away from the inside.
Right to the head with that right. Stewart's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Punches and bunches, combination up top. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Reggie Stewart.
Keep going.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. 10 seconds to go in this third round. A well-placed left hand up top. 3 minutes gone by in this round.
Listen to me. Best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. That'll keep them away. Keep it simple, okay? Just keep it simple. You're making this harder than it has to be.
I got more.
You're fighting his fight. You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you to use...
Stewart's enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard, the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. This is brilliant defense we're seeing here every which way. Blocking punches, moving well, parrying punches away.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Now he has to connect the offense a little bit better.
The left hand coming into play by Stewart. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Reggie Stewart. Stewart's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Comes right back at him with a left hand. What a big shot from George Foreman. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by George Foreman. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. George Foreman's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Off the target by Stewart. Able to counter that attack. He missed that uppercut. Good solid hook from Big George. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. George Foreman's got a good understanding of how to approach this. He was rocked earlier, but you can see he's not doing what got him into trouble.
Well, that means he's smart. That means he's thinking there. Good for him. He has a chance of turning this around.
Stewart's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. And that's the end of round 4.
I don't want you to
Stewart's
slug it out
defense
with
is
this
going to
guy,
need to
right?
shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Nice block by Stewart. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Foreman's well off the mark that time. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Reggie Stewart. Good flush shot upstairs. George Foreman's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. George Foreman's defense penetrated by a well-targeted uppercut. Wow, nice flush left hand. Foreman's hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with that three-punch combo? Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by George Foreman. Scores big with the hook to the head. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there?
1-2.
Targeting that midsection now with the combo. He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth the right hand. The old-timers love that right there. The right hand and the left hook to the head. Foreman's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Good flush 1-2 jab and a straight hand by Stewart. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think seriously that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he feels mentally and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things.
George Foreman's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
Oh, what a whiff by George Foreman.
He's working the jab.
Goes up top with a right hand. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Scored well up top. Good solid shots with the combo downstairs.
Stay away from the inside.
Watch the hook.
Stewart's taking a rest between rounds here, and as he does, it gives us a chance to look at the fight overall, because I think now that what you have is a good, really strong, evenly matched fight that he's up on.
Yeah, I think so, but he shouldn't think that. You know, it's okay for us to think that, and his trainer, more importantly, shouldn't let him think that. He should tell him this is where a little psychology 101 might come in. You know, I don't say you tell him you're behind, but you say, hey, it's a dead even fight. Win the rest of these rounds.
Uppercut. Keep working the jab. Good, good.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Stewart's making this like artwork here. I mean, his defense is just a masterpiece.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, actually. You know, the sweet science. It's not supposed to be about going in there and eating punches. It's supposed to be about going in there avoiding punches. You know, finding a way to hit your opponent without him hitting you.
Nice.
He understands that.
Nice.
Missed the body shot. at the halfway point of round 7. Stewart's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. Nice strike after catching one by Reggie Stewart. Defense can turn into offense. The counter punch by Stewart. Stewart's punch is far off the target. Scored well with that straight left. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by George Foreman. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Stewart. Foreman's just a sitting target here now. I mean, you know where to find him each and every time you come on the attack.
Yeah, he's very predictable. He needs to get on those feet a little bit, start to change his place in that ring.
Lean to the side, boom, counter.
Stewart's just been more effective, Teddy. When he lands his punches, they're landing flush and they're having an effect.
Yeah, and you know, a lesson out there for people. It doesn't have to be in boxing either. You know, you can be the boss, you can be the aggressive guy without going forward. And that's what he's done. He hasn't gone forward because he's not made up that way. He's stepped back, he's given up range every once in a while, he's counted, but he's been in control.
And thus is enjoying a lead on your scorecard through 7 rounds. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Reggie Stewart. Stewart's not just loading up, he's landing combination punches like he did right there. Unable to make an impact there by George Foreman. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by George Foreman. Targeting that jab with the right hand behind it. Stewart's been having great success with these combinations, Teddy.
Well, there's a reason for it. He's using his jab to start it, and then he's letting the punches go, letting the hands follow.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by George Foreman. Doubles up the jab, zoning in with the overhand left. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Reggie Stewart. There's the combo downstairs. Headshot lands, was a hook. And that's the end of round 8. Stewart's in control of this fight, Teddy. Sometimes you can just look at it and see it as clear as day. He's ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard too. But right now, he can't afford to coast because this guy is still dangerous. He has to still stay on his P's and Q's.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Big George Foreman unloads a left hand.
Circle him, move!
Putting his punches together, good combination by George Foreman. Lands the counter. George Foreman's got those earmuffs on and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's...
Big shot there. Oh, that got him. That wrecked him right there. He's down for the first time.
Get up, damn it!
George Foreman's going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. Up top with the right hand. Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really, really wet noodles.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Reggie Stewart. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Hook off the jab.
Accurate hook by Stewart. Well, there he is on the outside, staying away from any danger, but still able to do what he wants.
Hey, Joe, so often we talk about the height, we talk about the length, but how about talking about patience? How about talking about discipline? He's using both those assets beautifully, staying on the outside, getting his kind of fight.
Foreman's defense has failed him now. Oh, man, shot after shot coming in.
Keep the distance.
Big George Foreman with a big right hand. And you see what he can do. George Foreman is always dangerous, but right now George Foreman is in survival mode after getting rocked. I think Big George just needs to tie up.
Listen, I want you to pick his jab.
Round number 10, scheduled for 10. That is impressive stuff, both by the opponent and by Foreman, just to withstand it and survive. Not able to land the headshot. Jab followed by the straight by George Foreman. He gets to him with an upper. Wow! And once again he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
One, two, three, four, five.
George Foreman still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is, you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Don't need to be on the inside.
Little head hunting with the left. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by Stewart. Stewart's timing with his head movement has been ideal. We have not seen his opponent being able to land anything clean up top tonight.
No, because his opponent is not making the proper adjustments. You know, when the head is moving, the body's still there. You can't catch the head. Go downstairs to the body. You paralyze that head. You start to take that movement away. Before you know it, the guy's not quite as elusive.
Well, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Just look at the way he is right now, Teddy. George, he is damaged badly. Oh, and there you go. Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
He can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Come on,
9,
get to your
10.
feet.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Stewart's power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him. So here we are late in the fight, just coasting along, and then that happens.
And that's exactly why it happened, because he was coasting along. Everybody was comfortable. Everybody thought nothing big's going to happen. We're going to wrap it up. And that's when something like this does happen.
I'm Joe Tessitore for Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of your night.